Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this one I'm showing you how I replaced the Kohler AquaPiston cap and stem, the canister gasket, the fill valve, and the angle shutoff valve on this toilet. My brother-in-law told me this toilet was having an issue with flushes, so I said I'd take a look at it. When I opened the tank, I found the real problem, a cracked AquaPiston cap. This repair gave me the opportunity to replace a couple of other components while I was at it. In this video, I'm going to walk you through what failed, what likely caused it, what I replaced, and a simple tip to prevent this kind of damage in your own home. Once I pulled the tank lid off, I noticed that the yellow AquaPiston cap on top of the canister was cracked at the stem. On these canister style systems, the flush chain connects to the metal loop on the canister, and the refill hose connects to the fitting on top of the cap. The canister itself was still operating normally, but because the cap was cracked, it could shift out of place and affect how the refill stream was directed. If the refill water was directed back into the tank instead of down to overflow into the bowl, the toilet could end up with a lower than normal bowl water level after a flush. So even though it was still technically flushing, this was definitely a part that needed to be replaced. This toilet is at my sister-in-law's place, and the break didn't happen randomly. It occurred after a recent kitchen renovation where the water supply was turned on and off multiple times during the plumbing work. When the water system is repressurized, especially with air trapped in the lines, you can get short pressure surges that hit fixtures pretty hard. After repeated on-off cycles, that stress cracked the stem on the AquaPiston cap. This doesn't always cause damage, but in this case, it was likely a contributing factor. If you're doing major plumbing work, or you've got contractors working in the house, there's a simple precaution you can take. Before the work starts, turn off the toilet shutoff valve to isolate it from the pressure cycles. Then, once the main water supply is restored, turn the valve back on slowly so the pressure comes back up gradually. It only takes a few seconds and it can help reduce stress on internal parts like this. The fix here was straightforward. I replaced the AquaPiston cap and stem with a new one, and I also replaced the canister gasket while I had everything apart. After installing the new parts, I confirmed that the chain on the canister had about a ½ inch of slack and that the refill hose was directed into the overflow tube rather than back into the tank water. Since I already had the tank apart, I decided to replace the fill valve as well, since the original valve was several years old. Fill valves are one of those inexpensive parts that eventually wear out, so I treated this as a preventative maintenance upgrade. I also upgraded the old multi-turn angle stop to a quarter-turn ball valve. Nothing was wrong with the old one, but quarter-turn valves are more reliable over time and a lot easier to shut off quickly in an emergency. Again, not a repair, just a modernization upgrade while I was already working in this area. So in the end, the cracked AquaPiston cap was the actual failed component. When it shifted out of place, it could change where the refill water was directed and leave the toilet bowl with a lower water level after a flush. Replacing the cap and the canister gasket corrected the issue and restored normal operation. Before removing the angle shutoff valve, you want to make sure you turn off the house's main water supply. After restoring the main water supply, you want to make sure you open the angle valve nice and slow to mitigate the effect of those initial pressure spikes until the line is purged of air and you see and hear the flow normalize. The fill valve replacement and the shutoff upgrade didn't change performance much, but they're worthwhile long-term improvements that should help reduce future issues and make the system easier to service. If you're working on a toilet with this style of Kohler AquaPiston system, it's worth checking the cap, the canister gasket, and the refill path, especially if there's been recent plumbing work in the house. I've listed the parts I used down in the description if you want to reference them. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, feel free to subscribe for more real-world DIY projects like this, and I'll see you in the next one.